Hi everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to cover this crowdfunding for Maid Knight Saga, which actually is I'm going to cover it from a more perspective from the other languages version. So because this is something that I think I can uniquely add value to the whole crowdfunding, because not everybody covers this the same way. I mean, a lot of them were based on whatever information they have, but because I have access to the Japanese as well as the Chinese version, let me just give you a little bit more insight to know how things are over at the other languages. So maybe for very start, let's begin by going to the website for the Chinese crowdfunding, which actually is already over. This is Modian, which actually is the Chinese crowdfunding platform where this was actually ran, and we can see that this is in China dollars. So there's about 88,000 China dollars, and it has asked for 50,000 China dollars renminbi, they call it, goals. So it was like less than 200% funded though. Unfortunately, it wasn't like really fantastic. It was funded in 2021 in July. And sad to say, some of the target was not reached actually. So we have some cute photos here, which I think you may or may not see in the English version. Okay, so there's they also explain this is based on 300,000 words, Chinese, I suppose, super long short story books meant for the game platform. So there was some rise up, and another cute maid with crush with books and everything. So one thing I do want to bring your attention to is that this is the original game board. So it's fundamentally very different from the game board you will see in the English version right now. So I tell you what, why don't I try to pull up the English version board, and I'll show you what's the difference. So this is how the board looks like. Okay, so they have actually drastically improved it. That there's a four. I don't know what is improved now. It seems like it's improved, but there's 4 different colors, okay, to indicate each of the stats. Whereas the original ones, you get it linear this way. I don't know if you say more space, but I think it's just aesthetic. Maybe it looks more present feeling with the current version. And of course, there are some stories in the background, so it depends on how. I suppose most of the stories will be kept the same, how they are supposed to graduate and then becomes the true knights, so that you can serve the queen and stuff. So from my understanding, we have was the original crowdfund. We have 7 knights, so that's exactly what you can see here. So same goes with the English version. I think the English version will have some additional English exclusive knights added to the campaign. So those probably will be the additional stuff you get. So we also get the all the tokens for coins. There's also a school timetable where where you actually place down what stats will be improved by going to which day, which class, and so on over the three different seasons. Okay, and these are the original cards design, the items. So some of these you might have to go through the English version to get a perspective of what I'm talking about. So but the rest of it, the token wise, is pretty plain. It's nothing very big to talk about. So there is also expansion in the English versions called the Battle for London. More correctly, I would like to say that the translation is more like the battle to recover London, is kind of, because what happened was actually it seems that fire has broke out all over London, and it has been taken over by some evil forces, and they need to quickly level up in order to prep for recovery to retake back London. And you get 7 more modified versions of the knights. So this is the explanation about what happened in London. This is the expansion, and there's actually an additional board. So I think this is kind of similar to what we have in the English version. Again, there's also some penalties for missing too much class in the expansion. So this is like the additional stuff. So most of these are nothing big to talk about. They are pretty standard stuff that I think after scrolling through, you wouldn't, if you're familiar, you know, this is like the different stats you increase on when you go to class on a different day and so on. There's nothing too big hoo-ha to talk about based on just this. So they explain the gameplay similar to what I think Crackerlope has a video to explain the gist of what it is. You also can download the rule PDF available from the English website. So I want to talk about what has been unlocked in the Chinese versions of the Maid Knight. So they have unlocked, they get both the expansion as well as the original game, Maid Knight Saga. So at 5W is 550k. They actually unlocked this board, which is double-sided. So if you cannot tell, is that actually there's a flat printing with everything, and there's an overlay on top with a holes here. Imagine where you can actually put your token here, and the token would not skip about. So this is the double layer board, which I will show you the actual product later. At 70,000, they unlock that, and then of course they also, instead of like unlocking an artbook, in the end they decided not to unlock the artbook, but they gave the artbook free for every single copy in the Chinese version. So I'll show you the artbook later. There's also 90,000 I would say unlocked, and this is something that I don't know if you get it in the English version. I think you do not get it in the English version. So it's 140 wooden token for the game, which I will show you again later. And as well as so that's all. The rest are credits. Sorry that I'm not running through credits. It's not that I want to discredit you, but I guess I want to keep my video in focus. So this was the original Modian crowdfunding in a short gist. So I talk about some of the upgraded pieces. So why not I straight away jump to you know, whatever that I'm trying to tell you guys is in upgrade. And to do that, I will need to open up the. So anyway, there's this brown book here. Do you see? This brown book is what they call the Artbook. I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought it would have been like thick cover, you know, like typical Japanese artbook. If you have you know, purchased Japanese anime artbook before, you will know what I'm talking about. It's like the collector edition and stuff like that. But this is just a very thin booklet, and basically this is the artbook that they gave away free to every Chinese backer, and this is not offered or available in the English version right now. So I'm going to just run through where this video, this author will actually show you what is inside our book. And to be fair, all the videos, materials I have reference to here, I will put in a link so that I'm not like pregonizing it. I'm practically just showing you what they have shown, and then you know, by putting a link there, you can actually just watch more for yourself, and you know, that will drive traffic to their video or website as well. So this is just to be fair, you know, yeah. So basically this is the artbook. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite thin. Yeah, so even the cover is very thin, as you can see. If you actually open, this is how the artbook look like, with some background stories for all the different maids. Artbook, you know, more artwork. So I mean, that is the artbook. So I don't know what is your thought about it. I am a little bit disappointed about it, to be honest. I thought they have fantastic graphics, and you know, the design, everything is good. I would have wanted them to show me more, you know, like great art and everything. So this is some of the boards that they show, and this is the original. This is the token for the money. So it's like a $1, $5. Unfortunately, I think the English version you'll be getting this, which I am very disappointed. Very disappointed, because you know, this is how it feels like. Okay. So what I want you to take a look is that the board is actually pretty thin on its own. So if it's not double layer, so this is double layer. See it? Can you see the indentation? So this is the crowdfunding for the Chinese version. You get this board. So I think the English one you will get something like this, but it's a different design. See, there's indentation so that your token around. Okay, so and this, take note of the tokens. The tokens are these are wooden upgrade tokens. We will not be getting this for the English version. We'll be getting the crappy cardboard versions. You know, it's like So I don't really know. I mean, yeah, and the cards looks pretty normal. You know, it's like they are not fantastic quality. I think they're pretty thin from the way it feels like, but they are kind of laminated. And the box doesn't have proper inserts for everything else. Okay, so this is all that I want to show you from this video. I don't really want to like run through this whole video because this is not even my video to begin with. Okay, so why I'm talking so much about this video. So I showed you the two components that I really want to talk to you about, and then you know, as you can see from the two videos that we will not be getting the artbook, we will not be getting the wooden tokens. Okay, so what else do I want to really talk to you about is that I want to show you this video because this video is the one that actually brought my attention to this whole Maid Knight Saga thing. Okay, so I got to open again in Bilibili. Yep. So we have this cute girl. So what is the best way to introduce a cute game? You know, by having like a cute telecast, cute V2 YouTubers to explain to us, and then she'll explain the rules. I will put a link to this. I won't run through everything, but you know. Yeah, to be honest, her voice is sweet too. So I'm totally sold by beautiful girl introducing a cute artwork. So it works on me. I don't know. Does it work on you? I don't know. So this is how the game was set up. So she's not using the upgraded boards. You can see this is how the single layer one feels like. Okay, I'll put a link to this. And these videos, one thing good is that it not just shows you the gist of the game. They also played the game throughout. So they have three of them. There's a girl that's cosplaying a Maid, and so her friends. They played through the game. They cut through some of the rounds, of course, and then you know, they explain how it works. But unfortunately, everything is in Chinese. So if you are unable to understand, I don't know what I can do about it. But maybe watch other videos where there's an English translation, or you know, like other English content to you know, talk about this. But anyway, so let's go back to what exactly is happening in Kickstarter. I want to talk a little bit about this because this is ultimately what we'll be getting, right? So why Lion Wing actually is getting it in English, but I don't think okay, so for people like me who have access and a choice to get the Chinese or Japanese version, I'm not too particularly fond of getting the English version because look at the board, the cards. There is no text. Look at the cards. There's no text. It's just iconography. So all it just means that as long as I know how to play or I have an English rulebooks, I'm able to play this game without hinders because of the language. So it doesn't really entrails me to actually get the English or you know, version that I must, because look at it, there's almost no English. In fact, I don't think there's an English in any of these boards. They might have not actually taken the design into consideration, and they just like took the original board that's in the but okay they designed this. Okay, so this is new. Okay, but other than that, the rest there is no English text, as you can see. So no English text. So it's like return to red cube. Okay, my understanding of this. And as you can see, the rest of them, it looks pretty language independent. We'll also be getting 7 characters cards here, so there's nothing, there's a lot of difference in here. As you can see, we'll also be getting crappy tokens, not like the one that's made of wood. We do have the upgraded boards, and so this is how the token looks like, which you know, if you saw the video I introduced, you will agree with me, this crap. So the problem with it is that you know, in the Chinese version, it's kind of like all in is about 65 to 70 US dollars, including shipping. Okay, so that's the price I'm looking at for the Chinese version, and I'm looking at 120 excluding shipping for the English version. So this is what we are looking at. So this is something that I'm quite uncomfortable with because of the rulebooks is here, by the way, if you need to take a look at the rulebook. So this is what the English version has added. So they added new knights like the Elizabeth, and I think there's like alternate arts for some of the. So I'm not a big fan of alternate art either, because alternate art doesn't really add much to the game play itself. It's just that there's all more alternate cards, and I don't think the alternate arts cards even have different abilities, unlike Sakura Arms. So Sakura Arms, you have a lot of like alternate cards for different goddess, and those cards actually are pretty powerful. They also have pretty critical weaknesses as well. So they actually add a lot more to the game by adding one additional art, but the card literally is different. But so I'm not sure about this. I don't think they are different, but we are still unlocking, so I don't know if they will add in some more stuff to the game, like for example adding the wooden tokens will be nice, for example. And the confusion part I have is that you actually can purchase add-ons. That means that you can actually do one all-in pledge here, which actually by right is limited to 400, and it's still 256, not the 144 available still, which is not bad, or not really good as well. But the thing is that you can, as I can show you, oh my god, I had to scroll through all that. I can't believe it. If only they have like a tab to show me where to jump to. But anyway, yes, you saw just now what I'm trying to say is that you actually can add an additional $120 pledge to your $130 pledge, and I don't know if that will deduct the exact number or not, or how they will handle shipping for 2 copies like this. Do you pay double, or is it counted as a bundled shipping? I don't know. So this is the part that I'm totally uncomfortable with. Maybe lucky for you guys in the United States, we're talking about $30, which is even if it's $30, it's pretty expensive for a card game. Although they say that the board is big, but the board doesn't look heavy. The board is very thin. Yeah, I cannot compare because I don't really have the board, but I would like to really compare it with something I have. For me in Asia, unfortunately, it's classified under the rest of the world, which is like $60 for the all-in pledge just for delivery, and if the game's 120, the shipping is 60, and it's a card game. I'm looking at $180, for a card game. Sounds painful to me, very painful. I might back out of this, even despite all the why back, right? So this is what I'm trying to say. I hope if the designers are looking at this, do take some of my points in consideration. I might be babbling, I might be rumbling, I know, but I do have valid points to talk about, because especially if you are located in this part of the world. I know shipping is expensive, but I've been once burned by a certain company that started to see shipping has been like the dirty word of Kickstarter and Gameboard now. So I'm practically very cautious about shipping, and by the way, that is estimated shipping, so it's not guaranteed. So if it's estimated at 60, what will happen if the estimation was wrong and it's $100? So what happens? Do I need to top up in order to release my game from ransom? I don't know. So this is what I'm trying to say. The game isn't doing fantastically well, but it has funded. I have pledged it, and I still got 8 days to change my mind. I'm not sure if they actually read the comments, because I don't think all the comments has been replied. We've looked at some of the comments. Okay, they do reply some of the comments, but it's practically not all of them. And if I couldn't get a good answer about the shipping, I guess that is done for me. I probably can walk and do something else. But other than that, this is a pretty good game, unfortunately to say. I pretty much like it. The artwork is fantastic. If you have looked through the videos that have been recommended, they have actually shown a lot more than what some of the English ones. So look at all the artworks that is being on the cards and everything. So it does remind you of a few games like Citadel, Lords of the Waterdeep, but with cute girls in uniform. So why not, right? Why not? Okay, so she has raised up some points that I have reiterated. So so I guess if you go and read through comments, you'll know which guy it was that actually posted it, and that was actually me that posted. So some of the improvement I could have is that I think the way to calculate the scores is pretty messy. Okay, pretty messy. I don't know. I've been searching for the right word, but I think messy is the right word, because there's a lot of places where you can gain scores. There's also places where that you can convert stuff to score. Normally, like money is not scores, but if you have a special building, it will convert money to scores. And there's also scores on your stats as well. How many points you get scoring. There's also scores on the special cards that actually has symbols of scores. So I mean, a nice systematic way to show people how to calculate scores would be nice, because I think that's one of the difficulties. And also I think there are some improvements that can be done with the coins. The coins and the victory points are all in the same form factor, and I think they are confusing. They could have maybe like have a victory points like make it into a star shape, or have a star symbol or something like that, and then the coins is like just dollar, mixing it a lot easier. I mean, if there's mana coins, it would be better, but of course I will play with mana coins, I can assure you, because I think this looks a lot better than the crappy cardboard they gave us. Right, so I will probably use those coins if I have the game. And yeah, that's about it. So the game, I'm interested. I'm truly am. As you can tell that I have wasted like 22 of my time, 22 minutes of my time, 22 minutes of your time talking about this, so I must be interested, otherwise why would I even be talking about it, right? So I hope this gives you a more insight into the different versions that there's available out there. The Japanese versions will have different stuff, but the Chinese version is more like an improvement of the Japanese version. So so I guess that's cover most of it. Although I think the Japanese player might be quite upset that they will not be getting the English language exclusive character. Of course, they could get the English version because it's language independence. They just need to have the rulebook or something translated for the Japanese players, and they can actually use the new characters. There's also a solo mode, and I think player for 2 players modes, which is the original game require at least three players onwards. So that's why they also demoed playing with three girls. And then these 3 ladies actually carry through the whole game pretty well. So I think the English version added solo and 2-player mode, which actually I think will be interesting. I haven't looked through the rulebooks for that yet. Not sure if it's in the rulebook yet, because that's something that actually caught my attention. But other than that, thanks for watching. As I promised, I will upload the video first, then I will edit it to the videos to give the comments to all the links as well, and and then you can take a look at the video even though you might not understand the language. You have about 9 days to decide whether you want to get this game, jump on it. But my advice is that if you're getting the game, please don't get the standard edition, go all the way for the collector edition, because the standard edition just won't make it, I guess, unless you really don't mind crappy cardboards with no holes, and then your token flying all over the places when a friend knocked the table over, and all the non-essential aesthetic and stuff like that. So well, that's my advice. Otherwise just skip maybe, but I don't think you will see retail for this game. So for me, I'm actually pretty lucky to be able to be situated in a place where I could get hold of the Taiwanese version or the Japanese version, both of them. But it's not actually available in the open market, so it's I could say that after the crowdfunding, you will not get the game itself. You could get the upgraded tokens. So I almost forgot to mention that the English version will be having the acrylics. So that is one reason why you must get the collector edition, because the acrylics is actually sold as a separate add-on for the Japanese version. So wait, I need to show you the acrylics. Otherwise, I'm not doing justice to the English version by So basically, you only get the the normal, I don't know, the ugly human meeple, the one I'm talking about, round head, and then with cone. So you're getting that normally if you do not go for the deluxeification, but you get this, you get the acrylic for all the 7 nights. So this is something you will additionally get. It costs about I think it's about $10. Okay, $7 each if you buy it from the Japanese market. Okay, so that's how much I'm talking about. So it's actually crazily expensive. So that is in fact cheaper if you were to back this in the English version. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have to say. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more content, please help me like and subscribe this. I'll try to like cover more exclusive stuff, exclusive things that I have access to, because unlike other content creators, they get sent demo and stuff. I don't. So what I do have is that I have the ability to reach out to different type of communities and get different type of resources to especially brings you more information about games in the Oriental, more over this side of the planet Earth, and I hope that will be helpful, and giving you other alternative if you are not really backing the English version. Although that's not my main intention. I mean, if you like the game, go ahead and back it. But that to be said, I need to be responsible to people who watch my video. So I am saying that there's a possibility I'll back out of this because of the shipping. So that's fair to me, because I live in a region where it's considered the rest of the world in this campaign. And thanks for watching. So I don't know what else would you like to see next in the video. You can like drop me a comment below and everything. I will try to satisfy all your wishes, but this like I have to be knowledgeable enough to be able to talk about stuff, and I don't want to be like ranting and complaining about shipping and all this all the time. Although I don't know why those videos of mine has the most view. Someone suggested to me, hey, why don't you just continue making videos complaining about shipping around the world. Okay, that was a joke, but yeah, it's a sad fact that my complaining video has the most views. So I hope at least put some positivity into this board game thing. It's an interest, it's a hobby. I like everybody to enjoy it, and everybody enjoy paying for it, and companies to succeed from this and not collapse. So thanks for watching. I'll be able to see you again soon, I hope.